Hey you, welcome back. It's Bia the Prophet, and I'm ready for another self-actualization spread. The basic human needs for self-actualization, starting with the physical, the emotional, aligning with the 7 chakras. Let's go ahead and get started. What are you feeling about your sense of security? As I'm pulling the cards, use your intuition as well. Set an intention for this reading. You already know what you want this reading to clarify. You've attracted this reading to you, and I am cooperating. It's mutually beneficial. Comment below about any additional connections that you made as I'm pulling the cards. How you're feeling about your sense of security is the world. You're feeling pretty successful. It's a time of joyful accomplishments and spiritual enlightenment. I'm getting the sensation of getting a new idea regarding your freedom. Not these cards. My bad. Okay, we have the King of Wands. Security aligns with your roots chakra. Health, these are physical needs, aligns with the sacral chakra, your energy and vitality. And we have the King of Fire. This is what needs to be taken care of, in this case, nurtured. Step into the spotlight. Keep your eyes on the big picture, not the details, the big picture, so that you can communicate your vision. And don't be sensitive to criticism. We have aligning with the solar plexus chakra, esteem. This is your best quality and skill. And we have the 6 of water. Revisiting old dreams or plans. So here with the World card, I was getting that you had an epiphany. And with this, I'm getting, with this 6 of water, I'm getting that this is an idea that you've had, and your question has been how? How? What does that look like? What's the next step? And I feel that you are currently on a journey, and you might even have found yourself in a position where others have knowledge about this plan that you didn't know how you would actually accomplish it. And you had an epiphany of how. But it's the next step. But you still need more of the how. Okay? So you don't have the full plan, the details flushed out. But what needs to be taken care of is the big picture. Keep your eye on the big picture. So keep your eye on the big picture. I'm seeing like an outline, and so there's a heading, and you have the heading, and then what you need are the parts and the details under each of those parts. So you have the heading, you have the title, you have the heading, and you have the basic structure. So if we're talking, here's the heading, and then it goes over, and then you have the structure. So you need the detail points underneath. This is what you're still trying to flush out. In the area of belonging, aligned with your heart chakra, this is how you create the love you need. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. So it's saying keep this close to keep it close to your chest. There are going to be some people that you can share a little bit of it, but don't share too many details. Because like I said, the people that you found yourself surrounded by, they have a vision that is aligned with you. And so you're able to mine them for not steal their information, but gain new perspectives so that you can fill in those details. And the actualization, which is aligning with the throat chakra. So we have the 5 of air, and now we have the King of air. So receiving wise advice, remaining objective and pure-minded, and the ability to communicate clearly. Kings are about speaking to the public. That's your status when you're a king. So you're inspired to communicate something to the masses, and you're actualizing, clearing your thoughts, clear communication, the truth, your truth. What is the answer, Spirit? What are we meant to learn? The answer aligns with the brow or third eye chakra. So what is the answer? Thank you. So we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is High Priestess is saying, this is not the time for action. Trust the wisdom that you are receiving. So Spirit is giving you information little by little, because you are not meant, you're not meant to have all of the information at once. It's the climb. It's the climb. Document the journey. Document your journey. The story is important. The story is important. I'm just hearing it over and over. The story is important. It's interesting that the High Priestess has a shooting star in the background, and the energy that Spirit wants to bring into focus is the star. The star is asking you to have faith that the future is bright and your dreams will come true. There are going to be positive changes. Interesting. The current focus of your mind is the Queen of Swords. One thing that strikes me about this deck and the Queen of Swords is that this deck describes the Queen of Swords as humorous, which is something that I never knew about the Queen of Swords. So you're focused on your career, and you are able to see the humor in the situation. So I get these blocks of thought, and so they're, it's one picture, and it's emotion, it's information, it's, so many things, and, I'm trying to interpret it. So what I'm getting is the climb is what makes the story funny, gives the story drama, and the story is what is driving your ultimate actualization or manifestation. Right now, you're trying to manifest clarity so that you can, it's so funny that the High Priestess keeps tipping. You're trying to manifest clarity so that you can fill in those details. But Spirit is saying, focus on the big picture. The details are going to reveal themselves. Just show up in your path. You're going to think, oh, I need this, and that would help me. And then here it comes. Boom, right then and there. That day, you get it. So as you figure out what you need to help you, you're building this brick by brick. And each brick is a joke. I'm feeling like you might at some point be interviewed about this. I don't, it's getting that from nowhere, from the universe, that you might be interviewed, and these jokes are going to lighten the mood, the struggle and overcoming, and the synchronicities, and that story is going to be the foundation of the ultimate manifestation. So it's going to give it momentum. It's going to make it appetizing. So we have the Queen of Swords. Remember the humor. Think about the humor in this situation. And also be willing to cut or release situations or people that no longer serve you. And then in your body, you are feeling like the five of water. So this is like the five of cups. And this could be subconscious or even unconscious. Subconscious is when you have some awareness of it, but not all the way. And then unconscious could be you really don't have any awareness of it. And I think it's interesting, this illustration, normally it's just the Three of Cups. They're looking at the Three of Cups, but the Two of Cups are there. But here, it's reminding me of two aces, where cups are just coming in out of nowhere, and offers just coming in out of nowhere. So it's reminding me of the Four of Cups a little bit. You're not seeing that these opportunities are being presented to you for your benefit. You might be feeling, oh, this is never going to come together, but it is going to come together. It's going to come together at the right time. I don't know why I'm getting the sensation that these cups, or what's coming into my mind is that these cups fell, but they didn't break. They're strong. But they're not full. They're strong, but they're not full. They could be full. There is a river literally right there. But I'm also getting a connection. I don't know if you can see how this King of Swords looks a little bored. And I'm getting that bored feeling from this Five of Water as well. And the message is that is why you are not being just given all of this information. It would be boring. It's the climb. It's the journey. It's the journey. I keep hearing Miley Cyrus, and I'm not trying to sing Miley's song. Let's let Miley do that. So maybe listen to that song and, sing your heart out to get your inspiration back, because this thing that you've been thinking about, now I'm hearing the Beach Boys. Wouldn't it be nice if we were older and we didn't have to wait so long? So I'm getting the feeling that when it's all going to come together, but it has to come together at the right time. So from that song, I'm getting that you need to be a little bit older for people to receive it, just the way people think. And but you would be bored if it just happened. You need to mold this manifestation curve by curve, line by line, reshape it, because it's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece, but it's not just your masterpiece. It's a masterpiece for people, whomever is your target. In this card, the High Priestess, she's about to take a bite of what looks like the forbidden apple, either Eve's or Snow White's. It doesn't matter. She's about to, so it's, this thing is a change. It signals change. It's going to change how things are done in whatever arena you are in. It's going to change how things are done in that arena. And I really feel like, even though the title has just come, or the heading has just come, the title, you've been working to it from an early age. I'm getting like you made an announcement or something to that effect, that you were going to do something or something like this. And you moved away from it, and then closer to it, and thought about that announcement or that thing that you wanted to do when you grew up. You moved away from it and then towards it, and you're like, oh yeah, I said I wanted, and then moved away from it and towards it. And really, you've always been moving towards it, but you've been collecting things, collecting skills, collecting knowledge, collecting additional talents, a lot of different things you've been collecting. But keep in mind that you need to keep this close to the vest. Like, I'm getting the feeling that nobody's even thinking about doing, like, this is a good idea, and you're like, if I just knew how, it'd be awesome. But it would be awesome at any time, but it would change the game at the right time. And what you really want is to change the game. Change the game. So Spirit is asking you to, your wish is going to come in. Have faith. Listen to your intuition, because you are being guided. And as you get these ideas, I need this, Spirit is letting you know that they are there guiding you by giving you that thing right away. As soon as you realize you need it, it's right there for you. So you're going to have that experience that should be evidence to turn around and look at these cups. I'm getting that there's two things, though. There's not just one thing. You're working on two things at once, two ideas at once. And one is a little further off and one is happening now. But they, somehow are going to come together. Maybe the one that's happening now is a skill or something that you will need later, but you're on the path and you're still working on this thing. It's not lost. It doesn't have to even stay in the forethought of your mind. It's still coming, but I feel like it's coming faster. Like you just got a major breakthrough in that thing. But you needed to collect a few more things before it could come to pass. Okay. Let's see if we can get a message directly from Spirit that would further clarify this reading. See that? Patience is a virtue, Spirit is saying. Patience is a virtue. It's not just, people think that patience is a virtue means that God likes patience, or you will be rewarded for your patience. But I think it's more of like anticipation. I don't know. Look up the word virtue. I think the translation of that from the olden times is not true. I think it's something that you want because it's anticipation makes things that much better. Certainly you don't want it to be too long, and that's why Spirit is giving you evidence. Yep, we are still working on it. You were heard. You're getting evidence so that it's not too long. But the timing of this is essential for what you really want, which is, I'm getting pinky in the brain. You want to change the way things are done in this arena. And Spirit is saying, you're not wrong. You already have evidence that you're not wrong. But how do you make change on a grand scale? So many people have so many ideas. How do you make it accessible, right? So that people can see exactly what you're talking about. Focus on the big picture. Clarity is coming in. Your wish will be granted. Be patient. Have fun. Collect the stories. Document your journey. All of that is important. Until next time, remember, you and you alone create your reality.